Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Success, the Success Carter. And if this is my first time on your screen, what are you really doing? Please don't make it your last. Like and subscribe to me. It helps me a lot. You have no idea. I could literally kneel down and beg you, but you know what? I am wearing couture. I'm just joking. But if it's not, welcome back, OG. So today we're on to another episode of The Other Looks. And in case you're wondering what even is The Other Looks, well, I have not one, not two, but 3 videos as to the best and the worst just at Paris Fashion Week 2025 for the Spring Summer 2026 shows. If you want to go check that out, that would be amazing. But in this portion of the video, we just like to sit back, relax, and judge the other looks that we did not get to talk about in those other videos. Now, the rule of this review is quite simple. We'll be rating and ranking these looks on a scale of 1 to 10, from 6 to 10 being a hot, and from 5 to 1 being a choppity chop chop. Now, the big question is, will your faves be a hot or will they get chopped? Well, that's less for you to find out in today's video. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into the video, shall we, darling? First up on our best dress list, and starting off really strong, we have the beautiful supermodel Linda Evangelista. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Saint Laurent fashion show, she had on this black pantsuit set, a black furry trench jacket, and a white inner shirt, of course, by Saint Laurent. And I actually quite liked this look and everything it was giving. Now, I'm not gonna lie, out of all the guests that we saw attend the Saint Laurent show, this was one of the more acceptable looks fashion-wise. Now, apart from Tiana, who I think absolutely pulled off her look for the function, Linda was another one that had me truly gagging when it came to the looks. I mean, this look just felt very fashion, very conceptual, very well put together, and I actually quite liked it. Now, I love that even though this was a black suit set, she has found ways to make things very visually appealing, very visually stimulating, very visually interesting. And I just love the way this look all just comes together. I mean, I love the styling of the black suit set with the, the black furry trench jacket. I think that furry-like detail added texture to the look, and it just made the look very visually interesting. I also just love the styling of the look just with those boots. I feel like it just was unexpected, yet fashion forward, yet high fashion, yet kind of editorial. And I feel like she was definitely telling one fashion story with this look. And guess what? I was all the way locked in. Now, I love her hair. I think that it was playing to that very androgyny style. I love the way the tie was. I just loved everything about this look, if I'm being honest. You could tell that she was channeling that very model of duty. She knows her fashions. She knows what fits her body. And she's not just showing up in like a pajama-inspired outfit like the rest of the girlies. So yeah, this was a look I really did enjoy. I loved everything about this. And so it has to be a hot for me. And I will be rating this look. Let's give this a solid 8 over 10. Next up on our list, we have the stunning songbird Demi Lovato. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Courageous fashion show, she had on this black turtleneck bodysuit moment and a pale green over jacket by Courageous. And this look was just not my cup of tea, especially for Fashion Week. I mean, what's the time? At the time I'm making this video, it's usually like 9 a.m. in the morning. It's too early for me to want to start screaming at my screen. But guess what, Demi? You are making me want to start screaming at my screen because you looked a hot boo-boo mess. This was a look I really could not get behind, and honestly, for good reason. Now, I did see a video of her, strutting onto the camera. She was feeling her oats in like this look, and she was like, this is the best thing that happened since sliced bread. And honestly, I am here to clock your tea that this was a very basic Betty look, especially for Fashion Week. It was giving me absolutely nothing. And the fact that she was walking to that camera like this was the best of the best is really just mind-boggling to me. I mean, for all we know, this is a basic bodysuit moment. The material, it doesn't even seem expensive. It wasn't even bejeweled. There was nothing special about this look, if I'm being honest. Like, it looks like I could get this off Shein. I could get this off like Alibaba, off Pretty Little Thing, and it will cost me like 99% off, it just doesn't seem expensive. And the fact that she was like walking towards that camera with like the conviction that this was the best of the best, I am truly worried for my girl. I mean, she is the beauty, she is the grace, but when it came to this look, I'm sorry. If it's not giving, it's not giving. If you like sell the look to me, pose, do like this, do like that. If it's not giving, my dear, it's not giving. I'm sorry, this look, it's not giving. So yeah, this look by Demi, I'm sorry, it did absolutely nothing for me. And so it has to be a chop for me. And I will give this look, let's give this a solid 4/10. Up next on our list, we have the super handsome, the super sexy Jaden Smith. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Louis Vuitton fashion show, he had on this denim on denim look, of course, by Louis Vuitton. And I actually quite liked this look. I mean, there was something very too cool for school about this look. There was something very casual about this look. But at the same time, you could still see that it was giving you very fashion, very current, very now. And I actually quite liked it. Now, I love the construction of the jacket and the pants. I think that it was very well constructed. I love the Louis Vuitton logos that we see, just placed in certain points of the look. I think that was a cool branding element to the look, but at the same time, it just did not look like he was a walking billboard, and I actually quite liked it. I mean, the fit of the look was great. I also was loving the styling of the look, just with the, the shoes, the bag. I think that bag was really cool. The accessories, the sunnies, the way he has styled his hair. Like I said before, he was giving me very, I am so cool right now. This is very effortless. This is me day to day. This is my personal style. And honestly, I actually liked it for Paris Fashion Week. I think this was a very well put together look. It was edgy. It was fashion. And on Jaden, I think he really just sold the look to me. So yeah, this look by Jaden has to be a hot. And I will give this look, let's give this look a solid 7/10. Next up on our list, we have the beautiful, the gorgeous Emma Stone. And for Paris Fashion Week, also at the Louis Vuitton fashion show, she had on this creamy white strapless midi dress and a matching cropped jacket, of course, by Louis Vuitton. And I actually quite liked this look. There was something very chic, there was something very dainty, there was something very elegant about this look. And I am not one to really love the Emma Stone aesthetic when it comes to like red carpet and what have you. But this look, there was something very demure, something very old money chic about this look. And I couldn't help but just fall in love with the look. I mean, it was easy breezy. You could tell that it was still heavy on the fashion. I love the way it was constructed. It just felt like she did not have to do too much in this look. Like she said, you know what, I'm just going to put on the look and let the look do the talking. And guess what? The look is doing the talking, because even though this was not the most extravagant or va-va-voom outfit, it still looked quite good, presentable, and fashion week ready on her. I mean, the fit of it was beautiful. I love that fabric. I mean, that woolly-like texture will always just feel very timeless. I just love the styling of the look, just with the bag, the heels, the sunnies. I love the short hair on her. I think that it really fits the brief of the look. And overall, I would say that this was a look that just felt adequate. So this look has to be a hot for me, and I will be rating this look. Let's give this look a solid 7/10. Up next on our list, we have the ebony goddess herself, Taylor Russell. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Dior fashion show, she had on this black leather jacket, a pair of blue denim jeans, and a white inner shirt by Dior. And I really don't know how to feel about this look. On one hand, I'm like, okay, this look is just fine. But I just feel like the way the look came together, it just left a little more to be desired for me. Now, more than anything, it really was the styling of this look that was throwing me all the way off. I think without that neck piece, I would have said, okay, this look was just fine. But I just think that the inclusion of that neck piece, almost looking like a neck braid, is very jarring to look at, if I do say so myself. Now, I don't know, maybe she has like an injury on her neck, because that's ultimately what this was giving. Because if this was a normal day-to-day accessories, I would be really bothered, because the way it was just hanging on her neck, it just felt super choky, and it just kind of separates her neck from her body. and it just wasn't looking good to me. The other thing that really did not intrigue me was the fit of the jacket. I just feel like it had to be too big on her. I mean, the sleeves were coming all the way down, just the way it fits around her waist. It just wasn't looking the best to me. And I'm going extra hard on Taylor because I know that she is a fashion girly. She knows what the fit of a look can do to a look. And unfortunately, she did not give me any of that elements with this look. It just felt very, very last minute, very rushed in terms of like the fashion approach. And honestly, the fit of a look can make or mar a look, and I feel like the fit of this look is marring this look. So yeah, I really just didn't care for this look as much. Really expected more from the Taylor Russell, but unfortunately, I just did not get that. And so this look has to be a chop for me, and I will be giving this look, let's rate this look a solid 5 over 10. Up next in our list, we have the super cool Emma Corrin. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Miu Miu Fashion Show, she had on this plaid patterned sweater jacket, a plaid patterned, skirt, and a deep blue inner shirt, of course, by Miu Miu. And she looked like Boo Boo the Fool in this look. I'm sorry, my dear, I just have to say that because this was truly one diabolical look that I saw for Paris Fashion Week. Why is she low-key giving me very homeless couture with this look? It's giving me very hobo chic, and I just wasn't loving the look. I mean, if I did not know that she was a celebrity, I probably would have been like, here, that's $20. Take that for some Starbucks. If I did not know that she was a celebrity and she can probably, pay me to come work for her. But this look was giving very homeless chic. It just did not make any sense that someone would actually wake up, have their shower, and say, yes, that is the look I want to pick. I want to look homeless today. It just looked far too basic. And if she told me that she was going to the supermarket to get some beans, I would have been like, yes, do your big one. Go get that beans and don't forget the eggs. But showing up to Paris Fashion Week like this, I am just left gagging. I'm not gagging for all the right reasons, gagging for all the wrong reasons. So yeah, this look by Emma Corrin just failed to deliver. And so it has to be a chop for me. And I will rate this. Let's give it a solid 3 over 10. Up next in our list, we have the legend, the icon, Nicole Kidman. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Chanel fashion show, she had on this white blouse and a pair of blue denim jeans, of course, by Chanel. And I think this was very classic. This was very chic. This was very effortless. This was very timeless. And I feel like because of the circumstances of her, getting a divorce and all of that, her just showing up to Paris Fashion Week in a very crisp look, it definitely sold the fantasy of the look to me even more. I think that she looked so good. I feel like she did not really have to do too much. I mean, the beauty was speaking for itself. And guess what the beauty was telling me? Slay, slay, slay. She is slaying the house down. And guess what? I was loving it. I mean, the fit of the look was just about right. I love the blouse with the pants, with the heels. I love her hair. And for the first time, not for the first time, because I have had some instances where I actually really did like her hair. But I feel like the way her hair is done is really just selling the fantasy of the look to me. It's giving me I am recently divorced, but guess what? I am still getting my check. I am still getting the fashions. I'm still getting the brand deals. I'm still getting the Vogue cover. And so this look, it has to be a hot for me. And I will give this, let's give this a solid 6 over 10. Next up on our list, check your lipstick before you come for her. We have the iconic supermodel of the world, Naomi Campbell. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Roja Viva fashion show, she had on this orange skirt suit moment, of course, by Roja Viva. And this was another look that I really did enjoy for Paris Fashion Week. I think she looks very beautiful, very chic, very put together. And I actually quite liked it. I mean, there was something giving very executive realness about this look. She not only owns 51% of that company, she owns the entire building. And if you get her upset, she's about to send you packing. That's exactly what this look was giving me. It was giving me I have my life together. and I am just enjoying, the ruckus that is Paris Fashion Week. I really enjoyed this look on her. I think the fit of it was impeccable. I think this color on her skin tone was chef's kiss for me. I mean, it was doing what needed to be done. It just looked really beautiful. I also was loving, the styling of the look with the red accent. I feel like that was such an unexpected color to pair like an orange look with. But guess what? It's really working for me. I also was loving the hairdo. I think that, it's typical Naomi to just let her hair down, but I feel like she is putting in effort to do something very different with her hair, and I feel like it's really just checking all the right boxes for me. I mean, the construction was a check, the fit was a check, the execution was a check, so what more can I really ask for? I mean, Naomi is doing the damn thing with this look, and guess what? I am living and I am loving. So yeah, this look by Naomi is gonna have to be a hot for me, and I will be rating this look. Let's rate this a solid 8 over 10. Next up on our list, we have the gorgeous, gorgeous Olivia Wilde. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Chloe Fashion Show, she had on this off-white mesh floral cropped top and a matching long layered skirt, of course, by Chloe. And I don't know. I really don't know about this look. I really don't even know about the Chloe brand in general. And call me a Chloe hater. But honestly, it is what it is because I just never see a design by them that I truly am wowed by. I mean, this was going for that very boho chic aesthetic, but instead it just looked like she was dressed in tablecloth. There was a cheapness and tackiness about this look that I'm just sorry, I really am not enjoying. And I feel like that is what the Chloe aesthetic is all about. Dressing the beautiful girlies up in tablecloth, and it would just never be okay to me. I mean, seeing the beautiful, the gorgeous lady, and then the next thing you see, tablecloth. Bah! That is wild. That should be a punishable offense because I just feel like the clothes never do them justice. I mean, just look at this fashion atrocity. Look at the top. It just seemed very crafty, very pedestrian. It was giving very my first time sewing. I'm just going to glue a couple of like floral detailing to like a mesh, base and call it a day. I also did not like, the color of the look on her. It just seemed very dirty, very unkempt. Yeah. Olivia is a beautiful girly. And so to sabotage the beauty with this atrocity that is a Chloe look, electric chair. So yeah, this is by Olivia. I'm sorry, my dear, that I had to put you in this. It has to be a chop for me. And I will give this look, let's rate this look a solid 3 over 10. Next up on our list, we have the beautiful, the elegant Jennifer Lawrence. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Dior Fashion Show, she had on this light blue inner shirt, a dark gray inner jacket, and a cotton brown, trench jacket with a gray pair of pants, of course, by Dior. And I actually quite like this look. I think that she looks really pretty, really beautiful, really sophisticated in this look. And I actually quite liked it. There was something very Fashion Week-esque about this look. I feel like when you think Fashion Week, you immediately think of like a trench jacket and some flare pants. And I feel like this was very classic Fashion Week to me, but I think that she was still doing the look justice in the way it was put together. Now, I love the layering that we see on the look, just with the inner shirt, the inner jacket, and the layering of that with like, the outer trench jacket. I think that layering of this was beautiful. I also was loving the color play that we see here. I mean, just with the shade of blue, the browns, the grays, the reds. It just seemed very well put together. It seems like there was intention behind the styling, and I really can appreciate that. I mean, the styling felt beautiful, very easy breezy. I love this hair on her. She looked really flawless in the way the makeup was done. And I just feel like the way this look came together, it just felt pretty to look at, but still very fashionable. So yeah, this look by Jennifer, it has to be a hot for me, and I will be rating this look. Let's give this a solid 8 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the pretty, the dainty Paris Hilton. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Vivienne Westwood Fashion Show, she had on this green textured ball gown by Vivienne Westwood. And I actually quite enjoyed this look. And honestly, as someone who is a bit effy about the Paris Hilton brand, this look gagged me and shot me all the way up to a place where I said, yes, go girl, you are giving everything and then some more. I mean, this look in itself just felt very extravagant, very larger than life. The look was making a statement for Paris Fashion Week, and there was no way that you would not see her at Paris Fashion Week because she was snatching all of the attention. This look, yes, was that good. Now, the first thing really just gagging me, really catching my attention about this look has to be the ultimate structure of it. I mean, just the way it was constructed. I mean, just with the textures, the fringy detailing that we see going from the top to the bottom, and just like the mixing and matching of like fabric textures and patterns, and just the way it was constructed to give that bogan-like illusion, very fairy tale fantasy. This look was truly gagging me, and I actually quite liked it. I also was loving the way the dress fit. You could tell that she was there for every single step of that fitting because the fit of this, impeccable. I also was loving the styling of the look, just with the gloves, the sunnies. I love the heels. I think that this was very fashion forward. There was something very avant-garde about this look, but at the same time, it still felt very pretty, very beautiful, very elegant, very belle of the ball. And I actually quite liked it. So yeah, I really did love this look. I enjoyed it. And so it has to be a hot for me. And I will give this look, let's give this a solid 9 over 10. Next up on our list, we have the beautiful boy, the South Korean singer-songwriter, Jimin. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Dior fashion show, he had on this black crepe suit jacket and a pair of like black leather pants by Dior. And honestly, I quite liked it. There was something very simple, I'm not trying to do too much about this look, but you could still tell that there was a presence that he brought to the look that really was selling this look to me. Now, yes, this was an all black look and it could have easily been like a boring look to me, but I just feel like just the way he's playing with like different textures, just with like the crepe and the leather, it's really just giving me something to work with. It's not bland, it's not boring. There's an elevation about this look that Jimmy really brought to this all black look. And I feel like he was selling the fantasy of this look to me. I mean, it also helps that he is a very good looking man, a superstar. And I feel like he is doing exactly what needed to be done with this look. It felt easy, very breezy. He looked, might I say, dapper. And I feel like he looks good in the look. So yeah, this look by Jimmy, it has to be a hot for me. And I will rate this look. Let's give this a solid 6 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the super handsome Louis Kwan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, so sorry in advance for butchering that name if I did so. But for Paris Fashion Week, he had on this pattern 3-piece look by Thom Browne, and this look just felt very bold, very fashion, very well put together, and I actually quite liked it. Now, the first thing really catching my attention about this look has to be the texture and the patterns that we see on this look. I mean, the texture of the look, it just felt so expensive, so lush, very well put together, and I actually quite liked it. I also was loving the color pop that we see at the pattern work done onto the base of the fabric. I think that it just seemed very visually interesting, and I liked it. I also was loving the layering of the look. I mean, from the inner shirt to, you know, the jacket, to that trench longer jacket, and then the pants. You could tell that this was a Thom Browne number. And if there's one thing we know about Thom Browne is that they would give you the fashion, the layers, the dimensions. And I feel like that is exactly what this look is giving me. The fit was right. I love the construction. I love the styling. This just looks well put together. So yeah, this look is going to be a hot for me. And I'm going to give this, let's give this a solid 8 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the Statuex model diva, Hailey Bieber. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Saint Laurent fashion show, she had on this orange sweat top and a butter yellow pair of shorts by Saint Laurent. And amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Do you know I just sang that song? I sang that song because this look was dead to me. It's over for you, girl. Yeah. I mean, what even is this look? I mean, we first saw a variation of this look on Charlie XCX. Totally hated that look because it just looked very casual. It looked like she was pairing house clothes with like sleepwear. And honestly, this belongs inside your house. If you wore this at home, I would have been like, yes, this was a befitting look for staying inside the house. But for you to step out of the house to Paris Fashion Week and just wore like a pair of heels and said, you know what, it's gonna give the fashion. No. It's not. I'm sorry you thought it was gonna give fashion, but I'm gonna hold your hands with a napkin when I tell you that it's not serving. So yeah, this look by Hailey, I'm sorry, it has to be a chop for me. And I will be rating, let's give this a solid 3 over 10. Finally on our list, where the hell is her husband? We have the beautiful, the gorgeous Rai. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Givenchy fashion show, she had on this black and white, what looks like a knitted halter neck long dress by Givenchy. And I actually quite liked this look. It was good. It was textural. There was something very artsy about this look, but artsy in a very couture type of way, not in a crafty way. And I quite liked it. I love the fit of the dress. I think it was beautiful. I love that the knitting pattern of the dress, you know, opens up at the upper half of the dress and then gets a little tighter at the midsection of the dress. Really just helped to cinch in her waist. Then going back into that more loose type pattern that we see when it flows down. I think that this was a dress that was beautifully constructed. It felt like this was hand-on. It felt very beautiful in its execution and I loved it. I also was loving the styling of the look with the bag, the heels, the sunglasses, the statement earring, and even this hair on her. It was giving me very sophisticated woman of 2025. And guess what? I am all for the sophisticated women of 2025. Yeah. So yeah, I really did enjoy this look by Rai. I think that this was a well put together look. Construction fab, execution beautiful. So yeah, it has to be a hot for me and I will be rating this look. Let's give this a solid 8 over 10. Alright guys, we have come to the ending of today's video. In today's video, I shared with you guys my best and worst dress at Paris Fashion Week on this episode of the other looks for the Spring Summer 2026 collections. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And yeah, I surely would be catching you guys in the next video. But for now, it is bye for now. Au revoir.